actually going to ask, do I need to watch my language?
I wasn't quite sure if, and this mic is a little hot, but it'll be all right. Guys, is that too loud for you? No. Okay, cool. Guys, we are back with yet another episode of Art of the Jam. This is episode number 102, and we are here with our lovely guest, Jeremiah Levi Sharples. That's 3 names. Why do you have 3 names?
It's just the way God intended, I guess.
Okay, yay God.
Yay God.
But we'll get to you in a second, all right? This is about the audience right now. All right, so hush up. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
I'll put this away.
Yeah. I just wanted to be mean to you from the get-go, right, so that we get that out of the way.
You can only go up from here.
Yeah.
Dude.
Exactly.
Yes.
But guys, in the tradition of Art of the Jam, I have a question for you, audience, once again. Today's question is kind of an important one, I think, in my opinion. They all are in some way, but this one is especially delicious. I said that in the last episode. I don't know why I keep saying that. Especially delicious. That's a Nacho Libre reference. Anyways, what is something that is important to you or was important to you that fear held you back from? I will repeat. What is something that is important to you or was important to you that fear held you back from? That being said, cue the intro. And we are back from the intro. We are here, like I said, with our lovely guest, 3 named Jeremiah Levi Sharples.
Hey, grab some coffee. Which one do you want me to use? That one?
That's old coffee. If you want fresh coffee, you get fresh coffee. But the old one I brought for me because I have no standard.
Shit, but I'd rather use the old first.
Yeah, get whatever you want, old or new. Would you like some coffee or water?
I'm just fine for right now.
You're not thirsty? You're not?
I just brought some.
Over there parched?
Uh-oh.
Just get the fresh coffee.
Yeah.
Just get the fresh coffee.
Just get the fresh stuff, man.
Yeah, because I did that the other day on the show and I spilt it all over this. But anyways.
You made it seem so, effortlessly.
It was quite the effort. I spilt it everywhere, Space Camp.
I mean, you still got most of it in the cup. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say most, but okay. But anyways, guys, we are here with Jeremiah Levi Sharples of JLS Luthier Works, right?
Correct.
And I even put a little note here that says tee-hee because I thought it was funny. But on your Facebook, you are self-described as the sonic manipulator and vice overlord of Wiggly Air.
True story.
Dude, that's beautiful.
So you would say you are the sonic manipulator and vice overlord.
Maybe one of them. I don't know if I'm the, but
it
sounded good at the time.
Dude,
you're part of the Wiggly Air Council.
Yeah.
That's solid. I dig it.
Wiggly Air.
It's all sound is, man. Just air moving.
That is true. Vibrations and whatnot. But I am kind of curious. Do you? Yeah, this is kind of screwed up.
No, you're
but
good.
You're cool.
That was my bad.
No, you're all right. I'm kind of compulsive, so I'm gonna move. Yeah, but don't worry about it. Seriously. What is something that is important to you, or was important to you in the past that fear held you back from? Do you think?
Honestly, when you first said that, my first thought was just playing live. I mean, everybody kind of has that stage fright, I guess, or that lump in the back of your throat before you get on stage, and it takes a long time to get comfortable enough to push past that. Just get up on stage and do your thing, and have fun with it. And I think that's what people respond to
Right. So, do you? I know we met when you were the sound guy at Shuffle,
That shuffle. Yeah.
which Shuffle was. Well, no, it was Kiss when we were there.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was
Yeah, it must have been
wondering
right
if
after
that
that
place
transition.
disappeared.
Yeah, I think it's like a Latino bar now.
Yeah, that's what I
I
heard.
haven't been there in years, but
Yeah, that's what I said off camera. I was like, I think it's all. It was a venue of some sort always, like
Yeah.
Shuffled and
Yeah.
Kiss, and now it's like they play like Cuban music or
Yeah,
something there,
yeah.
which is cool.
I think it's owned by a lady named Daisy Duart. Her and her family own one of the Mexican restaurants
It's a dope name.
in Springfield. But they're good people, so
Yeah,
I'm not mad they took it over.
but you're not doing the sound there anymore.
Nope, I'm actually kind of doing my own thing now. I actually work for insurance companies, writing estimates, and then I do guitar repair and cymbal repair, drum repair, all that kind of stuff on the side. And
Right.
building cool stuff, cigar box guitars.
Yeah, I might have to
Stuff.
pick your
Yeah,
brain,
it's,
man.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a good creative outlet.
Yeah. So you're talking about fear holding you back from playing live. Do you have any projects that you like? Do you don't play live yourself?
Not so much. Me and my wife. Well, my wife does like a solo acoustic kind of act.
That's dope.
And then I kind of hop in with like cajon and backup guitar and just stuff. I'll hop up and play a few songs with her and kind of give her a little set break. Stuff
That's
like
cool.
that. Yeah, it's fun.
We
play some stuff around town here. She's got a show on Friday at Jude's outside for the art walk thing.
Oh,
And,
nice.
We play Boat Town occasionally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Well, her name's Sarah Sharples, but she goes as fast as a cat. Is her stage name.
That's your
Yeah, that's my wife.
wife?
Yep.
Dude. Okay, this is kind of a crazy coincidence because long ago, before I was a musician, my aunt, she was like, gave me a CD.
Yeah.
Long time ago. Like I was probably like 14 years old. I don't even know. And she gave me a CD, and she's like, you might hit up this girl if you, because I always was playing guitar, but I was very fearful.
Sure.
Like my whole life I was scared.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, Derek.
It's a pretty common thing.
Yeah. And I was saying like Derek was one of those people that kind of pushed me to actually set that fear aside and not let it kind of wrangle me, you know.
Nice.
But my aunt handed me a CD, and it was Fast as a Cat.
Yeah.
And she was like, if you want to play live or like talk to somebody about that fear,
Yeah.
listen to this CD and go talk to her.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And but I never did,
Yeah.
which I feel bad.
Yeah.
But I seen that she actually started playing music again, because I know she probably, if I'm mistaken, she didn't for a while.
Yeah, we had a baby, and she kind of took a couple of years off, and she's kind of always played. We did an Eagles tribute with some guys in Springfield called City Girls. They still do it, but we're not really a part of it anymore. But yeah, I think she kind of took a little bit of a hiatus from her solo stuff, and now she's back at it trying to rebuild it.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. This is what I love about music, is like it's connected whether you want it to be or not.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people I just meet at random and say, "Oh, I know so and so. You know, you're friends with so and so."
Yeah.
The music scene, especially in this area, is small enough to where people really
Pretty
kind of
much
make some
know
connections.
everybody.
Yeah, you kind of know everybody. If you know one, you know them all, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the music scene, like here in Lebanon specifically? Because you live in Lebanon.
Yeah,
right?
we actually just live right across town. So
Okay.
kind of back
We
where
won't
it
say
was.
your address or
Right. That
specific.
way.
Yeah, he lives this way or that way.
or that one of those ways.
But what do you think? Because like Sarah Angst, the council lady, or I forgot her actual title.
The city coordinator or something, event coordinator or something like that.
Yeah, like when it seemed like whenever she was like basically got the job that she has, it seemed like the art community like just blossomed within like 2 weeks.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It seemed like that. So it's like, how do you, like, where do you see it flourishing to any degree here in Lebanon?
I do. I think downtown is a great music scene for this size of a town. There's a lot of small venues there, but there's also a couple bigger venues that can support, some larger shows. I know Jude's has got a great little event center, like right next door to their coffee shop.
Is that what they use for shows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I didn't know
they've
that.
got a pretty decent stage, and I'd say, 200 capacity seating or so.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's really not bad. And Boat Town is great.
Yeah.
It's a small stage, and you bring your own PA and everything, but it's a great big room. There's always people there. We've had a couple benefit shows there. I think his name's Brian, the owner.
Yeah.
Great guy.
He's a nice guy.
And makes some killer beer.
Yeah. I'm not a drinker, but I hear great things about his beer.
Yeah.
Even when I was a drinker, I wasn't a beer guy,
Yeah.
but it's still good stuff, I hear.
Yeah. What do they call it? Perfical, I think, is the one that they have. It's like
a cool name.
Oh, dude, it's like 16% too. It's stout.
So you're getting.
Yeah.
You're getting it.
About 3 is my limit for a night on this.
It's like, I think I've had enough, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe one more? I don't know. No, because I went to that jam at Boat Town the other day.
How was that? I didn't get to go.
It's like a free-for-all, like Wild West jam.
That's one of the problems with jams.
Yeah.
You gotta have an MC.
Yeah, well, there is, and I'm trying to get him on the show because I talked to him after the jam, and I was like, I was just picking his brain, and he was just like very insightful about why he started the jam, but I don't want to get into that. That's for another time.
Yeah,
but
sure.
and this is about you. But anyways,
save that for his episode.
But I was just I wasn't sure if you had been to that jam or not.
I had. They've only had a couple now, I think, right?
It's been going for a couple months, I think.
Okay.
Well, it's only one a month.
I think
though.
it's once a month. Yeah.
That's what I can't stand. Is like there needs to be a more regular outlet.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
You go to like Kansas City, or you go to like St. Louis, or even the lake. There's at least like 3 a week at the lake.
Right, or at least a place doing once a week.
Yeah.
And I've even seen some venues that's their whole shtick.
Yeah.
It's open mic night every week or every day. Every night.
Yeah, and that we really need like stomping grounds, like proving grounds, like dojos for up and coming.
Agreed. I mean,
musicians
I think
like
that is the absolute best way to learn to play is just hop up on stage with people who are better than you.
Exactly.
And just jam.
I'm gonna be on. Like I've been playing for a while, but it's like there's always something to learn because I stood up there and I was like I just want to stand here and do whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I don't want to play anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of these youngsters need to go up there and do that.
Yeah.
Just sit in.
Well, and especially in this day and age when so much music is being made on a computer, there are less and less young people learning to play physical instruments.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great way to facilitate that, especially mid 18 and up kind of crowd,
Have you met that kid in town that he's like obsessed with Turkish culture?
Uh-uh.
He's at Boat Town like all the time, and my fiance, she's an artist, and we did the art walk thing for a couple. We did it for actually months, and then for some reason she wanted to take a break. I don't think she's not like an in-person type of vibe.
Most artists are.
Yeah. I mean, she's a very personable human being. Like she's a fun human, but it's like I don't think she jives with like sitting behind a table and like, is this person gonna buy my shit?
Yeah.
Or whatever. But we met this kid there because he had a little booth, but he was making Turkish coffee.
Oh man,
have you ever had Turkish coffee?
I love me some good Turkish coffee.
Oh yeah. Okay. Shoot. It's just pretty much just mud.
Yeah, I know. I love that though.
little cup of mud.
Yeah, I want my coffee to be viscous.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't have said it better. I like your word choice, viscous. I'm a sucker for words,
Yeah,
but
me too.
but no, he was at the jam and he had this like Turkish lute thing.
Ooh, neat.
And no offense to him, he couldn't play it.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, you're here doing.
Yeah, he's up there doing something. Doesn't matter if he's good. He's got the courage to get up and do it.
Yeah,
and that's where we all start.
Right. And he was like, kind of like afterwards, he was like the life of the party. Like everyone was like, what is this thing you have?
Yeah.
And like everybody was like, can I hold it? Can I strum on it. And it's
Yeah.
like, and I picked it up and I kind of did a couple little things. I was like, yeah, there's no way
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
even remotely know how to play this.
And lutes are weird anyway. Even just the body shape, let alone the different tunings.
Aren't they, so Lou's like it's got that bowl.
It's got that real big
Yeah, it's-
bulbous
Okay,
thing on
okay.
it, almost kind of like an Ovation guitar, but more pronounced.
Yeah, you can't really like hold them.
You really can't.
It's like a lap instrument.
Yeah.
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 But it was very, very intriguing. But yeah. So the what's your affiliation with Derek?
I actually met him on Facebook. I bought some pickups from him one time, and then we just kind of got to talking and found out we both kind of do guitar work, and it just kind of snowballed from there. We just kind of went back and forth talking online, and then I met him and found out he's building these awesome pickups, which
Yeah.
I have in almost every single one of my guitars now.
Really?
Yeah, he just made me a humbucker I have a single humbucker telly, and it is the clearest, most articulate pickup I've ever heard in my life. I should have brought it just to let you play with it, but
Yeah.
man, it's good.
When he was on, he let me play one of his scatter wounds. It's in a telly.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he exclusively makes scatter wounds or not, but
I think pretty much all hand wound pickups are inherently a little scatter wound because you're not, perfectly moving back and forward
Yeah.
in the bobbin, so you're going to be a little thicker and thinner in places in the windings. So
that makes sense.
I think it's kind of inherent to hand wound pickups.
Yeah. Well, before
But he can. I think he can do it a little more pronounced and be a little more sporadic with it and kind of get different
Yeah.
sounds out of that. But
yeah, whenever he was on, he was I'm one of those people that like I love music as we all do.
right.
But I was always like very skeptical of like there's people that are like, well, this tube sounds different from this tube,
Yeah.
or this pickup sounds different than this pickup,
Yeah.
or I was very skeptical. It's like, dude, just play the damn thing.
Yeah.
But whenever I played his, it's not necessarily the sound of the pickup.
Mm-hmm.
It's how it feels on your hands. Does
That's
that make
fair.
sense?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like the same with like from the difference between a solid state amp and a tube
Sure.
amp. It's like, yeah, you can get a solid state amp to get like, I would say 93%.
Yeah.
To like very, very close to
Sure,
a tube
but
amp
there's
sound.
just that little something that it's missing.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that's the feeling of it
Yeah.
being alive, and you know what I mean. It's the sound against your body,
Yeah.
against your fucking bones,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, and part of that kind of goes back to sound theory of, humans can perceive between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz, right? And all digital music that has been compressed runs between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz. But there's other other sound spectrums that our body can perceive that our ears cannot. So everything below 20 hertz and everything above 20,000 hertz is still in analog sound. So old records or tube amps, you're getting that full range of sound, whereas in a digital presence, it's cutting those frequencies just because we can't hear it.
So is that what makes it feel more alive?
It's part of it, yeah, and that's part of why I think a lot of people prefer vinyl or 8-track or tape, to digital media.
Dude.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
little tidbit.
Yeah. So it's like we don't even know it's there.
Yeah, your ears can't hear it, but your body feels it. I mean, think about bass. You can hear that 20 hertz bass, but you feel everything under that.
Dude.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect
Yeah.
sense. Never even thought about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how like dogs can hear.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now that I stopped at dogs can hear, that sounds like a stupid statement. Okay. I do. I'm just so blown away by that for some reason.
Yeah, that once I learned that, it just changed my whole perspective on a lot of things.
Well, because of it's like I've always known that. It's like if you are into tube amps or you're into vinyl records, it's like you kind of know why you're into it,
Right.
but you don't know why.
But it's hard to quantify why.
Yeah,
but
you don't.
That kind of does in my brain, because I think very logically, and that, yeah, that statement just kind of blew my mind and put older media, the analog media, in a different light for me.
Right.
Oh.
Well, you screwed on my trumpet
can't
thing?
throw up your horn, man.
I don't even know what that is. I just put it there because it looked cool. But no, every week I do a album of the week, like a show and tell, and sometimes it has something to do with the subject matter of the show or the guest. But honestly, sometimes I just really grasp at the meaning behind it, because there's not much I can do.
Sure.
But my album of the week is the Claypool Lennon Delirium first album, Monolith of Phobos, and it's got some crazy songs on it. I recommend starting with Breath of a Salesman. It's just the funkiest, weirdest song ever, but they're all great. But the reason I picked this is because it's Claypool, Les Claypool, and you're a luthier, and Claypool is known for his Carl Thompson basses,
Yeah.
and Carl Thompson is one of the most iconic
Yeah, he's
luthiers.
probably the best in the business.
Yeah. And that was honestly my hard grasp at something that would relate to you at all.
Nice. Well, and that's surprising. I've actually never heard that album. I didn't know they did a collaboration like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's Sean Lennon, John Lennon's son.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Why'd you name your kid Sean?
Yeah.
But
It's got a rhyme.
yeah, but dude, that guy. Side note, he looks like literally the perfect blend of Yoko and John Lennon.
Wow.
Weird guy.
Hopefully you got his
Yeah.
dad's music ability.
Yeah. Well, he's honestly, there's some songs on there where I'm very impressed with his guitar work.
Wow.
Like, it's wicked.
Yeah.
And I actually got the pleasure of, I had no idea that they were a project either, and I was about to go to a music festival, and they were tacked on at the last minute.
Oh,
And so
wow.
I was like, who the...
Oh, dude, anytime you get to see Les Claypool in
Yeah.
live, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You can't not go.
I'm not, and I may have said this before, but I'm not a huge Primus fan, but I'm a fan of Claypool.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
Exact same.
Because he's wicked.
Yeah.
I feel like, obviously, there's a lot of great bass players in the world, but I don't want to say mainstream, but lack of a better term, like mainstream bassists.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I feel like it's Flea and Claypool, or like...
Yeah, Wooten. Yeah.
Or Vic...
Yeah.
Forgot. Well, see, that's why I say mainstream, is because a lot of people do know Victor Wooten, but he's not like a household name.
He's really not. It's just, I watch a lot of his videos. He's a really nice guy and has a very unique way of explaining music. And he has a saying that I have adopted and I just love. It's, you're only one fret away from a right note.
Dude.
I love that.
Boom.
Yeah.
Ba-da-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, one note away.
Dude, I'm just full of them today.
One fret away from a what?
From a right note.
Dude, no, sorry. I'm so giddy for things that just touch my soul.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. He's also got another one. It's not what you play, but how you play it.
Right.
You can play a wrong note if you play it with style.
Yeah. Victor Wooten did the craziest thing. I love the videos where he's just talking to a bunch of kids, students.
Yeah.
And he's just playing the bass, but he's telling them what he's gonna do before he does it.
And then here we just kind of go into this. Yeah. I love that.
But it's funny because he'll have a guitar player and he's like, I just want you to do say an E7 funk chord or something like that, and just sit there and do this funky beat. And he's like, it doesn't matter if you're in key at all. Yeah. It's the groove.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
he would literally go out of key completely and just go up the thing, and you're like, holy I'm still tapping my foot.
Yeah, I'm still moving. And that's what it's all about. That's our job as musicians, is to invoke that reaction in people.
Exactly.
We're here to facilitate a good time. If they're not having a good time, well, neither are we.
So how does it? That's what's crazy about. That's why I wanted to have you on, is because building guitars, you're like the facilitator of the facilitators.
Yeah,
You know what I
hope
mean?
so, man.
I mean, you're a musician yourself, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like you're building the scepters that these wizards are wielding.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I actually, there was a couple of shit. Sorry. No, I noticed that you restored a T60, a PV T60.
Yeah, that was for a friend of mine, Roger Keene, out of Springfield.
Dude,
Yeah.
those T60s, I have a buddy that has one, and I touched the neck one time, and I was like,
That's it. It's over.
I have to own one of
Yeah,
these.
they're amazing.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about the T60 is okay, it's the perfect black and white, the perfect like good and evil, the duality of a guitar.
Yeah.
Because it's got the most beautiful and it's like a feathery neck. It's like, so you can just, your hand goes around it perfectly. It's a very thin tapered neck, right?
Yeah.
But then the body weighs like 200 fucking pounds.
Yeah, I know it. it's crazy. Yeah.
But
They're boat anchors, but man, they sound good and they
Yeah.
play great. And I'm a huge older PV fan. I've got an '84 Horizon 2 that just kind of hangs on my wall, and it's beautiful.
hell yeah, you'll have to send me a picture of that, and I'll
Absolutely.
put it up in the air right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
wherever it is. It's up there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah. It's like the Willy Wonka, whenever the original Willy Wonka, where the
In
kid.
old Wonka Vader.
No, when the kid goes in the TV or whatever, and he dematerializes and it's floating above him.
Right.
Yeah, it's up there somewhere. But no, but that was cool. Whenever I seen that picture of your T60, I was like, I gotta mention that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Did you just kind of like figure out how to build and repair guitars yourself, or did somebody teach you? Or?
No, I've kind of self-taught. I've been doing my own setups for 20 years almost, and just kind of tinkering here and there. And I've been a carpenter for a long time, so it was kind of a natural transition. And YouTube's a very helpful place for certain things. And there's several online communities of luthiers and builders and stuff that are extremely helpful and very willing to help.
Yeah,
which is great.
Have you built, like, from scratch? Have you built any acoustics?
Not acoustics. I haven't gotten there yet. That's a whole other tool set you gotta have.
The reason I ask is it's something I've always been curious about. Is, you know how, like, when you look into the inside of an acoustic, there's all like the little beams and things. It's like, how necessary is all of that?
They say extremely, because they say that's where a lot of the actual tone comes from, is those bracing pieces and how they're shaved and how much material is there. Yeah. And if you'll watch like professional acoustic builders, they have the face basically without the rest of the body, and it's just got the bracing on it. And they take like a little acoustic hammer and an RTA mic, and they hit it in front of the mic, and they watch the frequency response, and they shave off little bits of the bracing and do it again. And I mean, it's a process, and they actually tune the top of the guitar.
That's wild.
On high-end guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, because every piece of wood is different. It's got different densities, different grain structures and stuff, so that bracing kind of helps, again, tune it.
Yeah. Because like electric guitars are pretty, I don't want to say easy to understand, but they're solid bodies.
It's a hunk of wood with a string and a pickup. I mean, yeah. We do the same thing with a 2x4.
But like the acoustics, I'm like, all these little intricacies of it. It's like, how important. I've always wondered that, because, especially like, what does Martin do differently than Gibson or you know what I mean? It's like, and honestly, it's like, what's the difference between like say like a Walmart acoustic to a Martin? It's like,
mostly is going to be wood quality, number one. I mean, Martin and Gibson and Taylor, I mean, they're all using a lot better woods. They have people who are, again, going through and tuning bracing, whereas like a Walmart guitar is going to be cheap wood. It's all going to be cookie cutter. They're all going to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of it is mostly wood quality and build quality. Because I've found really cheap acoustics that play fantastic.
Yeah.
One of my favorite acoustics was a $250 Epiphone cheap acoustic, and it played great, and it sounded great.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a one in a million kind of thing. You know, you might buy 100 of those exact same guitars, and one of them sounds great and plays great.
Yeah.
It just kind of a hit and miss.
Yeah, because we had a guest yesterday, and I was talking to him about how my buddy had an acoustic, one of the best, tonally, one of the best guitars that acoustic guitars I've ever played was just my buddy's like Lion by Washburn thing that was just, he never even played it, just hung on the wall.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to go over there and fucking play it.
Yeah.
But it was like a $50
yeah.
guitar, and I was like,
well, just every once in a while they do one right, you know, and they make a gem.
Right. But what do you think? I noticed you did you build these vintage style tellies too.
Yep.
What makes them vintage, quote unquote, or style, I guess?
So the vintage style telly has just a little different profile. Neck is really all that is different, and that and the pickups. I mean, they'll be a little different wind, different bobbin materials, and different magnets in the pickups. So as far as the body is concerned, there's really nothing different between a modern and a vintage telly. They've been identical for 100 years almost.
Right.
But yeah, I think the vintage necks have a little shallower C profile on the back of the neck. I think it's the same radius, actually. I think it's still a 9.5 radius neck, but there's really not much that has changed. Yeah.
Yeah. We played with this band a couple weeks ago, and he was telling me about how he's like an older. He's not that old, but he's older than me. But he was like, I guess at one point he was having like wrist pain from playing, and Gibson, I guess their frets are closer together, and he had a Gibson style neck put on a lightweight Strat, I think.
Neat.
And so now it like plays
kind
like
of best of both worlds.
like he doesn't have to reach at all, and it's like that because he was
the
like
the ESP one.
I'm not sure what it was actually.
Well, I know several guys that play 3/4 scale guitars just because it's more comfortable for them.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's just smaller frets.
Yeah. Well, it's like because you have those dudes, like especially the jazz dudes that are like
Playing the pretzel finger chords. And,
yeah. Or like, how do you stretch your finger, like open all your fingers like that? And it's like,
how do you reach 7 frets with with 2 fingers?
Dude, I seen a picture a long time ago when I was a kid that honestly made me want to give up the guitar.
Yeah.
But I think it was Buckethead, like it was like a newspaper article like of him whenever he like first, like nobody knew who he was yet.
Yeah.
But it was like him, and he was fretting, and he had like a pinky thing on, so he could reach like
really, like an extender kind of thing.
Yeah, like 9 frets or some shit. And then there's only like 2 photos of Robert Johnson, the Sold the Soul to the Devil guy.
Yeah.
And you see like his hand, and it's like there's no extension on that.
Yeah.
He's
and
literally
he's doing
got
the same thing.
fucking devil tentacles.
Right.
Devil tentacle band name.
Devil
yeah,
tentacles.
that's a great band name. You can write
Devil
that shit
tentacles.
down.
Yeah. Oh, I will. Devil tentacles. Forgot how to spell tentacles there for a second.
Dude, that's it's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, debatably, he did have that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get lost in YouTube, and I'll start watching these. It's like this couple, and they just go to they just do like tours of cities, and they're like from the perspective of like the everyman.
Yeah.
Not like, on your left you have, they're like, we're going down this place and blah, 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 and just on like the dash of their car.
Yeah.
And they went to Clarksdale, Mississippi, where the crossroads is.
Yeah.
And it was so, like, I've always wanted to go there, but to see it actually, like, from the perspective of a human fucking being.
Right.
Was like, I never want to go there now because there's like a KFC at the crossroads.
Oh man! kind of ruined it.
Yeah, like there's a Church's Chicken over here.
Yeah.
There's a Walmart.
All the
and
romance is
yeah,
just
yeah.
gone. Yeah.
But it still has the like crossroads where they sold his soul to the devil, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, didn't we all? I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's like that corner in Winslow, Arizona. You know.
What's that?
You know the Eagles song, "Standing on a Corner in Winslow, Arizona."
What's the lore behind that, though?
There is no lore. It was just part of the song, and now they have a monument in the middle of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this little town.
Oh, now I'm like kind of curious. I thought that was like there was some sort of like creepy lore to that.
And not that I'm aware of. There could be, but.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What? Also, you were talking earlier about your little speaker amp things.
Yeah.
What gave you the idea to do those? Like,
Just kind of, I started doing the cigar box guitars, and I had some really small cigar boxes, and I was like, well, I can't really do anything with them. I can't build a guitar, and it just kind of hit me. Well, why not build a cigar box amp? You know.
yeah, because I seen
Shit.
Yeah.
whenever I seen a picture of it, I was like, oh, he built a little speaker, but then I seen like a 1/4-inch jack and
Yeah.
a switch on it, and I was like, no, that's an amp.
Yeah. So it's kind of basic right now. It's just 9-volt battery, a little power supply, 1/4-inch in volume, but. That's my next step. Is I'm trying to work on like a distortion circuit and tone and volume and high, mid, low stuff and yeah.
Do you have you heard of Maynard Madsen Amplifications?
That name sounds familiar.
He's in Camdenton. He builds
Madsen.
effects and
Oh really?
amps.
Oh man, I'll have to.
You and
I'll
Derek
have to
should.
look him up.
Yeah, you guys should get in it. Like high end shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got a friend of mine, Mike Blim, out of Bolivar, that builds.
Blim.
Makes some great amps.
I don't
dude.
know him, but I've
Yeah.
heard of
Yeah,
Blim.
I think everybody in the music scene around here has heard his name, but
for sure.
he's dropped a couple small, like 5 15-watt tube amps and stuff like that off at some jams that I used to do, and god dang, they sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always, every now and again, because my tubes always seem to go out at the dumbest times.
Yeah.
Whenever it's like everything's closed and I am about to leave to go somewhere to a show or something,
Yeah.
and so I always message. I don't even know Maynard that well. Like I've never even met him, but I know of him through like friends and stuff. And I'll just be like, hey dude, you got any like EL84s?
Like a 12X?
Yeah, I need like 4 of them, dude. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And he's like, no, I don't. Or he's like, yeah, that's like 250 because he gets like the highest end tubes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like a little JJ boy that gets the cheap little
Right.
$60 for a quad kind of thing. And
yeah.
but he seems like a really nice guy, and I want to get him on too. But I mentioned him because I was like, dude, Derek's building pickups.
Yeah.
You're building guitars and repairing guitars. You need an amp guy.
No kidding.
You got a company right there.
Well, that's what I was telling Derek the other day. It's like, we're moments away from just turning this into a guitar town. I mean, and not, being egotistical or anything, but there's
Shame
a
on
lot
you.
of talent in this town and a lot of good builders. And, I'm personally friends with 2 other guitar builders in this town.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd love to see some more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you opened up a little shop somewhere.
And that's what we're kind of trying to do. We're looking for a small space that doesn't cost $1 million,
Yeah.
just to set up a little shop. And
Yeah, and it's like I feel like commercial would be the best spot to do it,
Yeah.
but the most expensive. I feel like
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We looked into a couple properties down there, and we just can't afford that.
right. I mean, not in any specifics, but it's pretty expensive, I assume.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe not expensive if you're opening a business or something, or a restaurant or whatever. But we're on the ground level. We haven't we don't have the money yet. So.
Well, I hope that one day you do get the money, because
Me too. That'd be
that's
awesome.
where I would take all my stuff.
Man, I would quit my day job today if I could just go build guitars all day.
Dude, yeah, man. That would be dope.
Yeah.
What you also, I seen, not only do you, speaking of your repairs and restorations, I seen you restored a 1954 Framus.
Oh, the Framus, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cool one.
When I seen that, I was like, and don't take any offense to this.
Yeah.
But normally, whenever somebody's like they're not out of a shop or something, you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I should trust this guy with
something like that.
Yeah, but when I seen your video, I was like, oh no, he's good.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Yeah.
And that's part of why I wanted to start doing the videos, is everybody that, sends me a guitar that they repair, they can watch everything I do,
Yeah.
I think that is a big trust thing.
For sure. It's like I'm not gonna get a tattoo by a guy that's doing it out of his kitchen.
Exactly.
Well, I did, but I'd rather not.
Right, yeah.
But so I was like kind of like, oh, if this guy trusts him with a 1954 to restore this, that's why I was like, I have to watch this video.
Yeah, I can't remember the brand, but I also did one for the same guy. It was a 37. I've got pictures of it, but it was gorgeous.
And before that, you did like a medieval lute or something? Would you?
No, I never done a lute.
What's the craziest? Have you only done exclusively guitars, or has somebody ever asked you to like work on another fretted instrument before?
No, actually, I've been mostly guitars. Different sizes, different ages and whatnot. But
not even like a mandolin or something?
Not yet.
Damn.
Not yet. I've only actually been doing this for the public for about a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've done it privately for a couple decades now. But
Right, yeah. Is it just because, do you think did you never like consider it to be like a career path, or did you just not think you were good enough, or did you just...
Little column A, little column B, Right. And I think that kind of goes back to the fear thing, just having the courage to just jump into it,
Yeah.
and learn what you need to learn to do it.
Right. So would you consider your fear conquered?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I have the confidence to tackle just about anything now, other than some of the major acoustic repairs, and that's only because it takes a whole other set of tools and clamps and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So just stuff I haven't acquired yet.
Right. Yeah. I feel Derek one time restored a acoustic guitar for me that I always wanted to play, never got to play it, and he restored it, and I was like, I just needed to get it. He strung it. I didn't even like tune it yet. I was just like, it was sitting in the case, and then I took it out of the case, set it in a chair, right, and then I left.
Yeah.
And my brother lived with me, and he got this brand new little kitten, right?
Yeah.
I hate cats. And this didn't add to my hatred. This didn't add. It added to my hatred of the cat.
Right.
But I came home, and the guitar was face down from the chair, and the neck was snapped.
Oh, no.
The headstock was snapped off,
Yeah.
and so I never got to play this beautiful piece of
You
work.
still got it?
I do, and I'll show it to you after the.
Absolutely. I've done a few headstock breaks.
Yeah, and but it's just like an old, like, it's like a Japanese checkmate or something, but it's from like the '60s.
Dude, some of those older Japanese stuff are incredible.
Yeah,
I mean, I would take a Japanese Squire over a lot of new Fender stuff nowadays.
What I've always heard, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I've always heard that like the difference in like say like Mexican, say for instance a Strat, you have your Mexican Strat, your American Strat, Japanese Strat, right?
Right.
So I've always heard that the difference is like the Mexicans have like better wood, and then the Japanese have better electronics.
Yeah, I think that's fairly accurate. And a lot of the difference is the finish. How they're painted, what they're finished in. I know on some of the Mexican and the Japanese and even the Squires, they use not inferior, but just slightly less superior paint and finish to like the American stuff.
Because see, I was always, because all my Strats, I always get Mexican Strats.
Yeah.
So I always kind of like looked into that because I'm like, what makes mine shitty? What makes it inferior to the American?
I think it's mostly marketing. In my opinion, there's nothing majorly different between the Mexican and American Strat other than the price tag. It's like buying a John Deere tractor. You're paying for the name.
Yeah.
You're paying for the color.
Is it great value or is it not great value?
Right. Yeah.
It's always save.
Yeah. Well, and okay, I will say maybe some of the American Strats get set up a little better from the factory, but I don't think that is a difference in the actual guitar itself.
Yeah, and I always hear that the Americans, one of the only differences too is they have like staggered keys, or yeah,
The
tuning keys. Yeah. Which,
What do you mean?
like, aren't they staggered? Is just like, aren't they higher? Like they go lower or something like that?
Well, yeah, they're
Or-
kind of at an angled
Yeah,
line,
yeah.
but I think most Strats and Tellies are that way.
Yeah, and I feel like you could just get a Mexican Strat and
Yeah.
put those on it.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man. But yeah, that 1954 frame that kind of blew my mind because
Yeah,
I
that
was
was a
like,
cool one.
I immediately was like, I trust this man with his work.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one wasn't really a big job. The bridge had come off and gotten broken, so I put a new bridge on. And floating bridges are a pain because you've got to get it just right to get the intonation right, or else it doesn't sound how it should.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun one.
What was your favorite guitar that you have worked on? Whether you built it yourself or
I think so far my favorite one has been this little Strat that I brought. Because
shit.
that one, I mean, it came completely apart. There was not a single screw or piece of that guitar that didn't get scrubbed or cleaned or de-rusted. It was in pretty rough shape when I got it. And just seeing the transformation, seeing it go from an unplayable guitar to now my favorite guitar, it's great.
I think we should get to the jam portion of the show.
Yeah.
And then when we get back, you should give us the rundown of that guitar.
Sure, absolutely.
Sound good?
Absolutely.
Guys, let's get to the jam portion of the show.
Guys, you've made it. You have made it to the delectable purple sweet center of the jam sandwich today. We are here, and we've made it to the jam portion of the show. I hope you're enjoying the conversation so far, and we are going to we're squealing a little bit, and so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. You know what's kind of funny is I feel that's why. Is my gain is set to the other thing, but I kind of feel a little intimidated because you're a sound guy and I know jack shit about sound. So I'm literally like, I feel like I'm putting on like some sort of like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. So
Do any of us really know what we're doing?
well, you do. You do definitely. But no, he's off camera. You can't see him. But Jeremiah, who you've obviously, if you've made it this far, is who we've been having a conversation with. He's going to do the dice roll, and then we are going to. He's going to actually sit behind the kit because he surprised us with the fact that he's a drummer and more so than a guitar player. And then Space Camp, obviously, as you know, is the drummer normally, but he is going to try his hand at a little guitar. So be patient with him, and we're going to do this. Well, let's go ahead and let's do the roll here. So, Jeremiah, go ahead and roll those dice. Now.
All right.
Oh, great.
6-8 in D.
D7, and that's a E7. So,
What does the 6 mean?
that's the accent beat.
Oh,
So,
okay. So the accent on the
it'd
6.
be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
And
I can dig it.
and that's all we gotta do. All we gotta do is try. We're just trying. And if it falls apart, it falls apart.
Right.
But guys, the roll for today is we got you a D. We got sorry. A lot of coffee and a dry mouth. Our roll for today is we have the key of D. We have a chord quality of 7th. We have the time signature of 6/8 with an accent on the 6. I will repeat. We are in the key of D with a chord quality of 7. We have a time signature of 6/8 with an accent on the 6. Without further ado, Space Camp, are you plugged in?
Nope.
First rule of guitar playing: plug in.
Yeah, I don't know. Is the volume down?
No, it's on standby. I was
Okay.
letting it warm up for you. Yeah. Just,
Ready?
Yep.
HT or on?
go ahead and flip that one you're on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. It's 2 position. I thought it was 3 position.
Is there something wrong with it? It should be up.
It might be my. This is what I was talking about.
Oh, your pot's broken.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. Please excuse us, we're experiencing technical difficulties. It shouldn't be that. It should, because he used it yesterday. It's your jack.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll take it home with me.
Yeah, because he used. You want to use my other guitar?
Sure.
Okay.
I would probably never get a chance to. So yeah. So.
Here's the one. Stand by.
Stand by.
Yep, now you can unplug it.
Super nerds.
I honestly don't mind people playing this one until my other one breaks. Then I'll never let anybody play it again.
Right.
Hopefully that never happens, but. Yeah, and does have a strap with it.
Honestly, I think I feel a little more comfortable sitting down.
Yeah, flip that switch again. And your volume is here now. It's gonna go. If I were you, see your volume is the one closest to the knobs. Yeah, I will ask you, because if you aren't, if you're all willy-nilly, just kind of keep it down so it doesn't like muddy.
Well,
you know what I mean?
yeah, no, I'm cool with that. I'd rather be down and not.
Or you can just keep it down and turn it down on the guitar. Yeah, it's upside down, and Derek didn't flip that one.
Also, I'm going to turn the bass down just a little bit. That would
Yeah,
just keep it from muddying things.
I don't know what he had it set to yesterday.
Oh,
I
okay.
let him do
Let
it.
him play. That's nice that you got the markers on there, though. You can just
Yeah.
put everything right back where it goes.
All right, so let me show you. I'll clip that 'cause the technical difficulties. So we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We have Space Camp's having some jack issues with his guitar. So let me show you a D7 chord, and we'll go from there. So D7 chord. So we're in standard here. So.
Is this in standard?
No, that's in half step.
Oh,
That's
no.
why. So. You're gonna go to your. You want the simple triad, or you want the whole fucking chord? I think it'd be easier for you to just know the triad, which
Yeah,
is
that's
3
fine.
notes. So you're gonna be here. This is your. Or wait, no, you're gonna be here.
Yeah, he's a half step down.
So you're gonna be. That's the 11th fret. Right there. And then you're gonna go 1 fret. Use your ring finger for that one, and then use this finger. And you're gonna go to that same fret, just on the other side. So,
Like right there?
nope. The same fret as this one. Just, yeah,
Like underneath it?
underneath that. I'm not a teacher. No, you're gonna go 1 string up. Yeah. Just like that. Now, it should sound like that. Okay.
Fun. This would be interesting.
But and guys, I will mention before we get into this jam that I am I'm playing the guitar that I guess this is in between, and you didn't show it off till we got back from the jam. They don't know that though. So you'll get the rundown of this guitar when we get back from the jam portion of the show. Sometimes I get a little fucked up when it comes to it.
Timelines.
But I'll go ahead and I'll hit this thing and 6, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh? And start. You want to just give me a 6/8 beat?
Sure, but we're doing an accent on the 6, right?
Yeah. If
So-
if the 6 becomes too difficult, you just abandon it.
Okay.
But just try.
I'll try, yeah.
Try.
So like.
Dude, this guitar though, I
Like it?
dig it. I dig it. But everything is so much closer together than my guitar. I'm
Yeah.
like sitting there because I'm very used to like having to like get my fingers in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm like sitting there and I'm like trying to.
Yeah, like I said, I set my action as low as physically possible.
It's like as I go and I start feeling it out, I'm like, okay, you just kind of have to adjust the pressure a little bit and how you kind of like.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big like finger roll, like, and I'm like having that. It's like I hit way too many strings than I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a very nice guitar.
Thanks, man.
Very nice guitar.
I appreciate it.
And it's got some beautiful age to it.
It does,
stuff.
and I didn't want to fully restore it. Like, there's a little bit of rash on the top of the body.
Oh, okay.
Not like the face, but like the top, almost where like your arm would rest.
Oh,
At the very
oh,
top, right there, yeah.
You can feel that.
Yeah, the finish is worn just a little bit, but I wanted to leave that.
Yeah,
I like the character.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I love whenever it cracks like that. for
Yeah,
some reason.
yeah, just a little checking in it.
Yeah,
Never
I fucking
hurts.
dig it, guys.
Yeah, man.
But this is a nice guitar. JLS Studio. Why did I say studio? JLS Luthier Works. Why did I say studio? Let's get back to the show. Wow.
And we are back from the jam portion of the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope we enjoyed it.
I did.
Now you jinxed it, I think. No, where we left off here is he was about to show us. I asked him what his favorite build was, and he happened to bring it with him. So why don't you give us the rundown on what you got here?
Absolutely.
It's fancy old.
This is one.
Dude, that color.
I just got.
fucking
I
awesome.
love this color. It's called Fiesta Red, and I learned today that
Looks
I believe
orange.
it's radioactive.
It's radioactive.
Yeah, so they used a certain, I don't know, some radioactive material to get this color, apparently.
So if I
It's only very mildly radioactive, though.
so
it's fine.
if I play that, I'm not gonna. My jaw's not gonna
No,
fall
you
off
probably
or
get more
something?
radiation from your cell phone than this paint.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. But anyway, it's a 90 it's a 98 American Mexican Strat, which kind of makes it unique in the fact that they built it in America, shipped it to Mexico for paint, and then shipped it back to America for assembly. And I guess it was during a transition period where Fender had shut down their paint factory here in the States and was moving the factory or something like that. But yeah, it just kind of came to me from a friend of mine. It was in really rough shape. Everything was rusted out. The neck was not in good shape. I did a full fret level refret, pulled all the electronics and cleaned everything, polished out the pick guard, de-rustified everything, and here she is.
De-rustified. Is
Yeah.
that some kind of fancy
That's a trademark, Ricky Bobby Inc.
Bandana.
rustified?
Yeah.
Fiesta Red. It's almost like burnt orange. I
Yeah.
feel like burnt orange
Yeah,
and
kinda.
Fiesta Red are the same thing.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Huh.
But I've always been attracted to that color.
It's very nice on the eyes.
It is, isn't it? And they didn't make very many in this year in this color. So this is one of maybe like 1,000.
No,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I apologize. What year did you say it?
98.
98.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But almost as old as I am.
That's,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're like
It's-
super young.
It's only 10 years younger than I am.
Wait, what? How old are you?
I'm 36, going
Oh.
on 37.
Man, I'm 30. I'll be 33 this year.
Yeah.
Age, man.
Nah, it's wild, isn't it?
This ain't about us though. This is about this guitar.
Yeah.
What all do you so you did a whole fret job.
Sure did.
That sounds mildly sexual. I,
A little bit.
um,
But yeah, you just pull out every single fret, take a sanding block to the neck, and get it all radiused back out and cleaned up, and press in new frets, and sand them all level, and it's a process.
do you happen to have any photos of it when you received it?
I do, but not with me. I'll have to
Will you
get-
send them
yeah,
to me
absolutely.
later?
I'll get those to you.
Awesome.
I won't send-
Old Strat photo. I got to write that down so I remember, because I would love to show people what it was.
Yeah. Oh,
Before-
and it's completely factory. Other than I put a 4-post input jack in it, just because I do that with all of my guitars. But
Yeah, 4-post input jack. Is that the where it makes contact?
yeah, it's
with
got
the-
4 points of contact:
Yeah,
2
yeah.
for ground, 2 for positive. Yeah.
Yeah, because those what was it? The cheapo ones. I had like Derek replace those like 3 different times, and then he finally put a 4-post in there.
Yeah.
I haven't had any issues with it for
Yeah.
like 2 years.
Yeah, and they won't pull out as easy.
Yeah.
Super cheap, easy mod. Anybody can do it. If you
Yeah.
can solder, you can do it.
What do you think? For those people out there that don't know what they can do, what do you think What do you think? Like, say, like 2 or 3 of the cheapest mods you can do to get the best, or the most out of. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of depends on your guitar. I'd say, like, as far as the cheapest mods you can do, you can always put in a little kill switch. I mean, they're about $8, and it's just 2 wires to solder.
And that's just fun.
Oh, yeah. You can
Just
put it
just
that
for
way.
just for fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
But if you've got a cheaper guitar, you can always spend a little bit of money and replace all of the pots in it. That usually makes a huge difference in sound quality. And again, find somebody like Derek that makes some great hand-wound pickups that you can put in there affordably.
A mad scientist rock doctor.
No kidding, yeah.
He's just a witch doctor when it comes to
It's wild.
Yeah, Ghostwood. Do you have any business cards?
Yeah, I do actually.
Awesome. You should give me one.
Yeah.
Right now. Give it to me.
I'll give you a few. Hang on. I gotta
I
put this
want-
thing down.
I want them all. Right now.
I want it all.
Thank you. Guys, JLS Luthier Works right here. Added to the business card.
Add it to the stack.
It's funny though, because I keep forgetting to like give these to people that come on the show. That's why I still have a whole stack of Ghostwoods.
You're
But
right.
I always talk about him, and I
Yeah.
always talk, and I'm probably talk about you,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna have Maynard on hopefully at some point, and then I'll probably talk about him, and then I'll be like, I have the trifecta here.
Right.
If you need anything, go to these
Yeah.
guys. But
Got it covered.
so you're saying like a kill switch would be fun,
Yeah, that's pretty easy, cheap mod.
cheap mod, yeah. But say what do you think? Say I get like a first act.
Yeah.
What could I do to make it sound like a Strat, like a real Strat?
Put some Strat pickups in it. Honestly.
Just get a Strat.
Yeah, just buy,
Get
just
straight
buy
to
a Strat.
straight to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so and this is something I tell everybody. It doesn't matter how expensive your guitar is. Some of my favorite guitars are cheap guitars, Squires.
Yeah.
As long as they play well, you can make them sound good.
Yeah.
You know.
One of the guitarists, actually, whenever we met you, we had a second guitarist in the band,
Yeah.
and he's no longer with us. He's not dead. He just had a kid.
Just not here. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just he's still a great friend of mine. Huge shout out to Josh,
Love you, Joshy.
but he got a like typical like Squire Strat for like
Yeah.
$100, and
Yeah.
then gave like $100 to Derek and
Yeah.
gave him the guitar,
Yeah.
and it sounded like a real Strat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's really cheap to have single coil pickups rewound.
I remember that one.
You know, and it makes a world of difference.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is kind of wild. And I knew a guy back in the day that he actually had a first act guitar.
Yeah.
And but he loved it for
Yeah.
some reason. All he did was get a nice professional setup, put
Yeah.
pickups in it, and it was like you wouldn't know. He even sanded off the first act.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't
he-
want anybody to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you even got like the burn-in stamp and everything
Yeah,
for your
yeah. I just got. Well, I got 2 of them. I got a real small one for like the front of the headstock, and then I got a bigger one for other stuff. But yeah, I loved that. I thought that was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, because I'm like kind of a simpleton when it comes to things like that. So
Yeah.
when I see somebody that has like a burn-in emblem, like their own logo,
Yeah.
I'm like, that guy's the real deal.
Well, that's what I was going for.
That guy's the shit.
Fake it till you make it, man.
Well, no, it's like the concept of like uniformity
Yeah.
is very is like 75% of marketing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, and you know, I do take this seriously, and I want to be a brand, and that's what most big brands do. You have to have logo recognition and brand recognition,
Mm-hmm.
and just having a professional aspect about things and trying to do it as good a job as you can. So
Right.
Yeah.
Like imagine like a band, say they're all dressed, just they like they all got off from work,
Yeah.
right, at the factory
Right.
or whatnot.
Right.
who are you going to take more seriously, that band or the dudes in suits?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if they're all matching.
Yeah, or like the 80s hair metal cover band that comes out looking like, Striper and, the long hair
Dressed
and
like
the
a woman.
spandex pants. Yeah, right.
Yeah. When you look the part.
Yeah.
It's even if you suck, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, that guy, I'm going to take him more seriously.
I know plenty of bands that are okay. They're good musicians and they're great people, but they are entertainers.
Yeah.
They keep the crowd captivated.
Yeah.
And again, going back to our earlier discussion, that's a big part of our job is captivating the audience as musicians.
Back in the 80s is when you dressed up like a woman. It was manly.
Yeah. Right.
Would you like to play a game?
Sure.
I have a game for us.
All right. Bring it on.
This, I do this most of the time because now I'm coming up with them left and right. I mean, we even came up with the devil tentacles earlier.
Right. It's
Um,
old.
But
It is,
this is a segment of the show that I like to call Phantom Sam and the Fictions. And for those of you at home that do not know, this is the segment of the show where over the course of the week, one or if not both of us will come up with a short list of fictitious band names, and we will. I have 3 for you today. I try to just keep it to 3, keep it short and sweet, but I come up with a short list of fictitious band names, and we will discuss what genre you think that they would play in real life,
All right.
what real life band they would open for, what their first single would be called, what their first album would be.
super fun.
Anything,
Yeah, anything?
anything you can think of,
All
and you don't have to think of all of those things, but just whatever you think of, and it's fun to explore. Who was it yesterday said we are being judgmental fucks and reading judging a book by its cover, essentially.
Okay.
So
All right.
just based off of the name, we're deciding what they would be.
Okay.
Right. Fictitious band name number 1, Residual Witch.
Residual Witch. Oh, man. They'd have to open for, Radiohead or something.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Residual Witch. So what genre would you consider that
Almost like technical emo kind of music, maybe. I don't know.
technical, so not like techno.
Not to, like techno. Yeah.
We got to specify for
Yeah.
our audience here.
More like refined music, but as emo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Is that what you would
I'm
consider?
trying to think of how to word that. I guess.
Is that what you would consider Radiohead?
Kind of. I mean, they're very technical. They're very talented.
Yeah.
But they tend to play some more depressing music.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful and it's great, but
No, the only reason I ask is because I've never had their sound explained to me like that before.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense now because
Yeah.
it is very technical
yeah,
and emo.
a little, yeah,
Because I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
yeah,
I'm a technical emo.
yeah.
Yeah. But opening up for say Radiohead is the headliner, right? Residual Witch is the local opener.
Yeah.
Who's the feature act in the middle?
Oh man,
How about that?
I don't even know.
I feel like there's not a lot of
Yeah,
bands that are kind of in that vein.
there's not a lot of bands that it run with Radiohead like that.
Hmm.
Huh.
For some reason, I want to say Blind Melon, but that doesn't quite work.
That's too happy.
Yeah.
That's an eclectic bill.
That is.
But,
I mean, I'd go see it.
Yeah. I feel like if Radiohead and Blind Melon were on a bill together, it's like you would go
have
see
to
it.
go see
You're like, I don't care if that makes sense or
Right.
not. I'll be happy.
Fair
It's
point.
just a roll. It's also how you package the bill. It could be like this emotional roller coaster show.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. It's
Dude,
like
you need to contact Radiohead. Like now.
Radiohead, if you're watching this,
Hit him up. He's got $1 million idea.
I do. Well, yeah, I'll get behind that. Come on the show, Radiohead.
Yeah.
We'll talk about how you're a creep, you're a weirdo. That's the only song that I actually know any words to.
Yeah.
The rest of them, I'm just like, yeah.
I think they had one it was called Idiocracy. It was
I don't remember.
I can't remember what the album was.
I mean, OK Computer is probably one of the greatest albums of all time.
I think it was on that
I
one.
like this song Lotus Flower, I think it's called. I don't know. There's only like 2 Radiohead songs that I actually like would seek out.
Yeah.
Not that they're terrible. Like I don't not like them, but I'm not gonna be like, man, I'm really craving some Radiohead right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
But so Residual Witch, fuck it, Blind Melon, and Radiohead, they're gonna fucking kill it on the Emotional Roller Coaster tour.
That's right.
Coming to a town near you.
Up and down.
Up and down. Yeah. Fictitious band name number 2, Candies with Machetes.
Oh my! They gotta open up for Bullet for My Valentine.
See, I was thinking like Candies with Machetes. There would definitely be some females in the band,
Gotta be.
and they would have some sort of like. Now this sounds crazy, but I feel like they would have some sort of like anime aspect to them.
Baby metal almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what that's called?
Well,
Baby.
now it's an actual band.
Oh.
Oh.
Baby metal sounds like a genre.
It does. Yeah.
And it sounds exactly like the genre I would imagine this band to be. Baby metal.
It's a Japanese metal band too.
Exactly what I'm like. I'm imagining. Say you take
2 female singers too.
Yeah, exactly. Take a baby metal. Baby metal is now a genre. I
Right.
just coined it, and you can rent it for 3 small payments of $9.95 each. That is, and but they would be huge. It's a drum. Make it big, make it small. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going a mile a minute. I've had way too much coffee at this point, I think. But no, but take a Japanese baby metal band, and but they're American. Like I feel like it's like blonde chicks. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of like took.
No, it's all good.
Ran with
Help
that
me,
one.
Help me out here.
Well, because like I try not to think about these before the show. I just write them down. I'm like, we'll do it when we get there.
Yeah, spur of the moment.
But that one kind of came to me
Yeah.
just now. I was
Gotta
like,
share it.
because it does. It sounds like, and there's got to be almost like make ICP not hip hop,
Yeah.
but metal,
Metal.
and they're
and
female.
women. Yeah.
I think it's the machete thing because they have the hatchet guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
not
that
sure.
movie, The Machete.
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 Yeah, it's pronounced machete, dude. Candies with machetes.
It's murderous raisins.
So given that, who do you think they would open for? We don't have to do a whole bill. What real life band do you think they would open for?
Maybe like Corn.
Yeah. That one came quick. I think.
I was thinking Kitty, because there's a all-female thing too.
Then throw them in the middle. We got the
Yeah,
whole bill.
got
I don't
the
even
whole
know
bill.
who that is. So
You never heard? You've heard of Kitty?
No.
Dude,
No.
they came out around the same time Slipknot did. Their first album was called Spit, and it's an all-female band, and they're fucking dope. Probably one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to
Right on.
music. Yeah.
There's about a 50% chance that if it was made post 1979, I probably haven't heard of it.
Me and you, buddy.
So sorry.
No, I'm
70s music was probably the greatest era of music.
I will say starting in 67,
Oh yeah.
ending in 79
Yeah.
is the perfect. Cuz 67, you got to it's wild.
Yeah.
To go back and see how many like I don't want to say award-winning albums, but like iconic albums came out in
That
1967.
stood the test of time.
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
Still popular today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
I know, it's amazing.
Like Surrealistic Pillow
Yeah.
and what was it? Axis Bold as Love. Shit, dude. Wow. I want to say 21st Century Schizoid Man, King Crimson, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but there's literally it's an endless list of bangers.
Wow. Yeah.
But Yeah, 1967 to 79. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's not any great music.
No, there's still
like,
great music coming out today.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just not as frequent, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like an influx. Like it was like a flood of
Yeah.
magic at that time period. Now it's like everyone's just like here.
Well, and and you had a lot of protest songs and things that really, the whole war thing inspired a lot of that, and inspired a lot of great music.
Yeah. What do you do you think time period and like the events of a time period, do you think that they add to the magic of the making? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say here?
I absolutely think they can, because truly great music, in my opinion, stems from some kind of torment, whether it's self-inflicted, mental, or environment, or whatever. I think all great music has some pain behind it. It comes from some kind of hurt.
Yeah, because I had you're aware, you're familiar with the Black Keys.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I love the Black Keys.
Sure.
I've always been a sucker for two-piece bands.
Yeah.
And like the White Stripes and Black Keys and more that I can't recall right now.
Right.
But I had we played at this venue in West Plains, and the venue owner and me were talking about how we were fans of the Black Keys, and he mentioned that at that time I think it was like one of their newer albums. It was called like Let's Rock. And I think it's the black and purple one with the electric chair on the front. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
And I was like, ever since the Brothers album, which was what like
that kind of that's where I started listening to great album.
Yeah, with like Everlasting Light and Unknown Brother. And honestly, dude, I'm thinking about that album and I have chills. I love that album more than I love my dog.
Yeah, I have eaten more asses than I care to admit and listened to that album over and over again.
But yeah, one of the best albums ever. But after that, now this is debatable because a lot of people do like El Camino.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying El Camino is a bad album, but after Brothers, it was like Brothers was perfect.
Yeah.
El Camino came out, and it was like 90% of the album was okay.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah.
Then the next one, it was like 75% of the albums are good. And then it just kind of started dwindling.
So I've actually noticed that trend in a lot of bands for a very long time, and I think I have a possible solution, or at least possible answer for that, is, when a band gets discovered, well, okay, it's a little different now, but in the past, when a band gets discovered, the record company lets them record the songs that they wrote before they got discovered, and they produce the album that they want. It's their songs how they want them. They get under a record contract, and the record company now has some say in what they play, how they play it, what they're going to allow them to put on albums. So I think it progressively gets worse until they're famous enough to start making the music they want to make again.
Yeah.
And I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
It starts popping off after that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys are Metallica fans. I'm not a huge Metallica fan, but I admire their stuff. They were the same way. I mean, when they first came out, fucking banger after banger. And then, mid to late 90s, it kind of started falling off. Early
sucked.
2000s was awful.
I love Saint Anger.
Yeah.
I love that one.
But now they're kind of back at it. So.
Solid point. Going back to the Black Keys though.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No. I'm glad you went off on that tangent because that was useful information. But I just wanted to finish my thought before I forget. But he said his take. My buddy that I was talking to the Black Keys about, his take was they don't have to struggle anymore. Right.
Oh, that's a fair point. Yeah.
And it was like their music is getting worse. Because they don't have, they're rich.
They have money now.
They have it made now.
The pain is not there.
Yeah, there's nothing left to draw from. And so when you're saying that it came from,
and maybe that's it.
Yeah.
That's just I have noticed that same pattern though in a lot of bands.
Yeah.
So maybe that is the answer.
Well, see, you'd think like, well, maybe now. See, I think it's a little bit of both, honestly. I
Yeah.
think both are.
Sorry, I just derailed your entire
No,
thought
no, no.
process there.
No, you didn't at all. You didn't at all. No, because that was an angle that I didn't think of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think that those are both of those things kind of go hand in hand
Yeah.
because
Again, maybe a little column A, little column B.
yeah. Because I feel like if when they finally get out of the clutches of the fuckboy record producers and things like that, it's like now they have that torment to work through, and their music can get better because now that they're out of the clutches,
Right.
and they have an immense amount of fuel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the freedom could also play a part in that. I don't know.
Well, and you see this with a lot of bands who have been famous for a long time. Almost every single one of them has a home studio. They record all of their new albums from home in an environment they're comfortable with.
Yeah.
They get to pour whatever heart and soul they want into it, and the record company at some point just kind of has to let it go, let them do their own thing because they've made them so many millions of dollars.
Right. Yeah. So Candies with Machetes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think we cleared that up.
Opening for Corn
But
next Friday.
I didn't mean to jump around. I just totally realized that I still had one more.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry. Sometimes I'm like, am I doing a good job of carrying the conversation? But now I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, when I do like a hard segue, I'm like, I just ruined the flow. No. But thank you.
Yeah. Great, man. Keep it up.
But sorry. I shouldn't have coughed in it. I seen my light go red over there. But fictitious band name number 3. Chalk Garbage.
Chalk Garbage.
Yeah. Some of these aren't golden. Some of these suck.
They just chew on chalk.
Did you grow up in Lebanon?
No, I grew up in Springfield. Well, just outside Springfield.
I'm going to say, we used to have a teacher at the middle school who ate chalk.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't want to say... Actually, I don't want to say... He's since passed.
Oh.
So I would say his name because it doesn't matter, but out of respect, I would rather,
I understand that.
But yeah, he used to eat like packs of chalk. You'd like have them in his pocket like they
Whoa.
were cigarettes or something.
That's wild, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I heard of
that's-
kids eating glue, but never like adults eating chalk.
dude.
Wild.
I mean, you
Is
could
he a history teacher?
math.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's like, why didn't you just switch over to candy cigarettes?
Yeah.
They're the same
The
thing.
same thing, yeah.
But they taste
They're
great.
edible, and yeah, at least have some sugar in it.
Yeah, something. But
Something tasty instead of
At least
just.
it's chalk and sugar, not just chalk.
yeah. Chalk garbage though.
Chalk garbage.
Chalk garbage. It gives.
Maybe like Smashing Pumpkins kind of vibe. I don't know.
Unpack that.
Like, I don't know. Just I feel like they would play the same kind of music as like the Smashing Pumpkins. I don't know.
So. What now? What's your definition of the Smashing Pumpkins sound?
Oh God, I don't even know. I don't know how.
This show is meant to put you on the spot.
It's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want your face to get as red as possible.
He's blushing.
Yeah. I want you to be as uncomfortable as possible.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Smashing Pumpkins. I honestly feel like in some way, shape, or form, all 3 of these fictitious bands could be at least at the same festival.
Right? Yeah, playing the same. Maybe not the same bill, but yeah, same.
Yeah,
same
yeah.
festival.
Say you ever been to one of those like big festivals like Beale Street where there's 3 stages?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It'd be like that. Like they have like the residual witch stage, the candies,
Right.
machetes, the chalk garbage. Chalk garbage.
Hopefully they're not all playing at the same time. I got to see all of them.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to have to like watch half of this set and then run over there and yeah. Dude, those festivals are crazy because we used to go to Beale Street Music Festival every year before COVID, and it was literally like one of the hardest decisions you'll ever have to make are at those shows.
Yeah.
because
who,
it's like
who to go see.
yeah, because there's even groups or artists that you don't even care to like, you don't even listen to, but just their level of fame, you're like, I want to at least see them.
Yeah, I have to say that I saw them.
Yeah. Like Snoop Dogg was
Right.
there. I was like, I
Yeah.
have to go over and I have to see like Joan Jett do something, and then I gotta like
Yeah.
watch her do Crimson and Clover, and then leave.
Yeah, you see everybody for like
Yeah.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Watch Jerry Lee Lewis get walked to his piano and his
Yeah.
decrepit ass play
Yeah.
something, and then I gotta go catch Snoop Dogg,
Right.
and then end the night with fucking Cage the Elephant or something like that, or
Yeah.
the White Jack White or
I
something.
love Cage the Elephant.
Do you?
But yeah, they were so good. Or
You
are
seen
so
them?
Good. I haven't seen them live, no, but I do love them.
I seen them live at Beale Street, and that's why I actually said that, is because I ended our night with Cage the Elephant.
nice.
And wild show, but it was like right before my favorite album of theirs,
Yeah.
which my favorite album is Tell Me I'm Pretty. I don't know if you've heard that one. It's the one that like Doctor. What is that fucking song? I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and try to figure out what the song
Yeah,
is, but
you need a girl off screen to be like Googling shit while we're talking, you know?
dude, like I said off camera, baby steps, man.
I know. No.
I don't have a fucking Jamie Vernon, Joe Rogan guy, or a
Right,
fucking
right.
a young Jamie to sit there and Google stuff.
See,
and
Derek should have come. He could have been our guy.
yeah, well, I don't know if I trust Derek to Google stuff. He'd probably just like sit over there and I'd be like, hey, Google Cage the Elephant's album. What songs are on that? And then he'd be like figuring out how to turn like a door stop into a sound
Into an
effect.
instrument.
Yeah. Or he's like, I'm trying to learn how to turn this rock into
Gold.
yeah.
I'm trying my hand at alchemy. Yeah.
I was actually about to say that. He is
Yeah.
kind of an alchemist
He
in a
kinda
weird
is,
way. Yeah.
I am too, actually. I make a little bit of moonshine.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's fun.
Ooh, let's unpack that real quick.
Yeah.
So what got you into that?
Actually, my dad, a long time ago, we kind of started making it together, and I just kind of kept going at it.
Should we talk about this? Is it illegal still?
No, actually, it's perfectly legal. You can make up to 250 gallons a year as long as you don't sell it or distribute it.
He's like, it is for sale, and I am.
It is not for sale, but I do accept trades.
Ooh, that's a loophole,
I'm
isn't
just
it?
fair. I'm just saying.
I mean, you can trade anything for
Yeah, it's
anything.
just illegal to sell it.
Yeah.
Do you just
I can even like transport it across the state, take it to family functions, as long as it's like a private event. It's legal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you don't got to carry any Tommy guns with you,
Not
or
not anymore.
not in your
Shit, no Model Ts.
yeah.
Don't have to
Dude.
soup up the old V8.
No,
Yeah.
no suit.
You don't carry them in like crates full of straw.
No.
You don't wear a straw hat and overalls, and
Well, sometimes, but that's a different story.
you get no. Do you just make like the White Lightning typical like?
No, I have. And,
Just
and I
call-
do
call 'em whiskey.
And I do occasionally, but I make a really good spiced rum. I've got a rye whiskey that's aging right now. Make a pretty good apple pie.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't even drink that much, honestly, but it's fun making.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's like music in the way that it is both an art and a science.
Yeah.
You know.
What makes it an art and what makes it a science?
Well, I mean, just like music, you have music theory where everything can be calculated with math. You know,
Right.
the same thing with moonshine. It's just, you know, there's formulas and exact little things you can do, but then you can put your creative spin on it, just like in music. You know, and just do things just a little differently, add things here and there.
Like throw some blueberries in that,
Why not? Yeah.
some shit like
yeah,
that,
exactly.
dude. And then obviously I'm assuming that the science aspect of it is like the distillation process and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, and the distillation process is pretty well set. I mean, there are some things you can do to vary it, but it just kind of is what it is. It is quantifiable mathematically, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of teachers too, I had a teacher in high school that when we were learning, it was physical science. He was teaching distillation, and he gave us an entire packet of how to make moonshine.
Really?
That was his last year teaching. I don't know if they're correlated or not,
Could be.
but he was a young dude too, right out of college,
Yeah.
like first or second, maybe third year teaching, and then taught us how to make moonshine. and I mean like
legit.
if I were to be like step 1 and then just go through the whole packet,
Yeah.
I would be fucking lit
Yeah.
by the end of it.
Side note, you ever seen Whitest Kids You Know?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that just reminds me of and that's how you make crystal meth.
Yeah.
So they did, you know.
Or the jug of PCP one.
Yeah. A whole gallon.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it came in liquid form.
He's just walking around with
Oh, your wife's with the drug guy. Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
I forgot
Dude,
about that shit.
Yeah.
I love that
I haven't
show.
seen them in forever.
Or the Grapist.
The Grapist, yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's how your parents to the radiator
I'm gonna grape ya.
for the house.
That's a solid show, and honestly, rest in peace, Trevor Moore.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
because-
for
kidding.
real.
He was brilliant.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
And speaking of art, my fiance actually painted a portrait of him as a commission piece, sold it.
Really? That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And it's yeah, because he's the best. He honestly, no shade at the rest of them, but Trevor Moore was always like
He made the show.
yeah.
Dude.
I was always so. And then he did. Did you ever see Trevor Moore's like High in Church? You ever see that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It was just because you know that every so often they would do like a rap song or something in the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, High in Church was aside from Whitest Kid You Know, but it was just like I'm high in church,
Yeah.
I'm high in church, something. This is the worst.
Yeah.
And it's just a music video about him and his buddy, and they're getting high at night, and they took a bunch of mushrooms.
Yeah.
And then his mom comes in, and they're like, "You boys, you're coming
You're
to
going to
midnight
church."
mass."
Oh no.
And so they go to mass, and they're like tripping on shrooms, and he's like reading the Bible, and he's like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And they're like looking at the preacher as he's preaching, and he's just like his face is like, and it's just like it's just great.
That would be terrible.
Dude.
But like and like from the Whitest Kid You Know, also the best song that was on there was the "Let's All Go to the Old Folks Home."
Yeah.
And get doped
All
up.
get
when
stoned.
Yeah. I love that fucking thing. Yeah.
Man, I haven't watched that in forever. I'll have to kick that back on one of these days.
Right. Do you go to church?
Occasionally. I grew up. My dad was a Southern Baptist minister,
Oh,
so I kind of
nice.
went to church for many years.
Yeah. So you went to church. You grew up going to church.
Yeah.
Right, and you do every so often.
Every so often.
Are you still like a?
I like to tell people that I am spiritual, not religious, I guess.
Right.
Because if we want to get deep into beliefs, I don't necessarily believe in one God, I guess.
Right.
You know, I think most religions interpreted the same thing in a different way.
Right.
Because when you go back to the oldest religions, they're all very basically the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Yeah.
it all kind of stems from the same place, and that is just our feeling, our connection with the universe.
Yeah, and like just don't be a dick to other people.
Golden rule, man.
Yeah. Because I feel like I feel like it's just most of what we know about religion was done by the people.
Yeah.
Not the actual teacher of like the Messiah or what, like Jesus. I doubt Jesus actually. I feel like if he knew that somebody like what is it, like 12 dudes wrote a book about him that's saying all this shit, and like I feel like he'd be like, what the fuck?
Okay, so if you want to blow your mind, there's a movie out there, and it's called The Man from Earth, and it's about like a guy who is basically like immortal, and he was a caveman and lived for like 14,000 years or something, and it winds up being that was Jesus.
It was just one of his.
Yeah, just one of his lives.
Yeah.
Because he pretends to die and moves on every so often, and he pretended to get crucified, and they buried him in the tomb, and then he was trying to sneak away, and one of his followers saw him sneaking out of the tomb, and that's what caused his divinity. Great movie, super low budget. It all takes place in like one room, and it's just a bunch of people standing around talking, but it's mindfuck, man. It's cool.
That's The Man from Earth.
The Man from Earth. Great
Dude,
film.
Oh man, I feel like I know. See, whenever you say that, it makes me think of. I'm pretty sure there's a David Bowie movie.
Yeah.
Whenever David Bowie was briefly a actor, I think there's a movie called The Man from Earth that he's in, where he's like an alien though.
Huh.
and he like gets turned on by like guns and stuff. There's like a weird.
Yeah,
It's
that's weird.
What the
not
fuck?
not to take a hard turn from that, but
Yeah,
there's like
yeah.
a weird like I guess you could call it a sex scene, but
Yeah.
it's like all you see is like the flashes of the gun. It's like dark,
Yeah.
and it's like I think it was made in like 1970 or some shit.
Huh.
But your Man from Earth sounds way
Yeah.
more appealing.
I loved it.
Yeah. There's also what is it? There was my buddy told me about this short story. It was called The Egg, I think it's called. And it's basically where like everybody is everybody living every life.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it kind of goes like I always hear people I forgot who says this. The quote is by, but it's like treat everybody like they're you.
Yeah.
From another perspective.
Right.
And I don't know, I just feel like that has something to do with maybe like just we are like do we like I had this dream one time, not to get all crazy about it, but I had this dream one time where it was like females were the female body was a biological time machine. This was a dream, so there's dream logic involved,
sure.
right? But like when and this is going to be kind of not graphic, but like when a baby comes out, like the afterbirth was like this temporal fluid, like it was like a byproduct of time travel.
Right.
But it was just how time travel worked is that, and it kind of goes with like reincarnation.
Yeah.
But it's like whenever you die, you are reincarnated into a baby, but like you
In a
could be
different
born
time.
into any time.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like you could be anybody anywhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, that dream, he told me about this story, and then I had that dream that night.
Yeah.
And I never even read the story.
Yeah.
He just told me about
Kind of
it.
told you the principle. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, it's kind of a wild thought.
Yeah, that is wild, man.
I like dreams.
I mean, I do believe in reincarnation, just because mathematically matter cannot be created or destroyed, only redistributed. So our energy goes
Yeah.
back into the earth and has to come out somewhere, whether it's a tree or a bug or another baby, whatever.
Dude.
Yeah.
Mind blown. I gotta watch that Man from Earth though, because I grew up in church as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
and honestly, every day that goes by, and every crazy travel excursion I have, or like something goes wrong,
Yeah.
like, and I don't want to say like a Christian God, but God reveals himself to me more and more every day.
Yeah.
In a weird thing. I just call it the universe.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
God.
you have to give it a name, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
and I think God is as good as any because everyone knows what that means.
yeah. I worship that thing.
Yeah.
That one thing.
Yeah.
That's what I worship. I don't even say I worship it. It's like you coexist with the idea, the concept of it.
Right.
But that's another thing, and I've said this before, but it's like I say this a lot actually, so I might be getting repetitive, but like if being a musician, it's like you have to kind of believe in God a little bit.
Sure.
Because of that force is a godly force.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're just talking about how it can affect moods and
Yeah.
and the shit about the fucking vinyl and bass
yeah.
frequencies and stuff. It's like it
It affects you more than you realize.
yeah.
It affects us in a very primal way,
Yeah.
which is why people dance to good music. It's a very primal instinct.
dude.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is a good stopping point.
Let's do some, yeah.
Because I like this idea, but I don't want to talk about too much because I'd like to have you on again at some point. We
Absolutely,
can
man.
get,
Yeah.
especially when we have you on with Derek. Derek would sit here and talk about this shit with us forever.
Yeah.
Because me and him, we started getting into like the occult music
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
and like how like like monks shooting fucking trumpet sound waves at rocks and
Yeah.
building monolithic structures and shit.
Right.
Crazy stuff.
Oh,
But
man.
so yeah, guys, so check out JLS Luthier Works. Jeremiah Levi. Did you say Sharples?
Sharpless or Sharples. Half my family says it one way, half the other. So
Sharpless sounds way cooler than
Yeah.
Sharples.
I say Sharpless, but
Dude, you're churching it up.
yeah.
I like that.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Joe Dirt.
Yeah, I'm saying Sharples, and there's something like almost like silly and childish about Sharples, but Sharpless. That sounds.
Or you could say Sharplay. I don't know.
Sharpless.
If you want to get real fancy.
Yeah, so you accent on the E, and then the S is silent. So Sharplay.
Sharplay.
But you got to keep the S because somehow it makes it fancy.
Right.
You just don't
You
pronounce
just don't
it.
pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, check out JLS Luthier Works for all of your guitar restoration and repair needs. Or if you want to, I guess I take it you sell your builds.
Yeah. Yep.
So if you want to buy one something of his, that'd be fucking great. Or you're trying it out and trying something new, whatever, or rebuilding shit. JLS Luthier Works, Jeremiah Levi Sharples. Mantra we always say at the end of the episode, we are going to live with cause and leave results to the great law of the universe. We are going to pass each day in peaceful contemplation, patient, and all the while remaining present in our lives. So we're going to go out and we are going to pet our wives, kiss our dogs, we're going to touch some grass, hug some trees. Whatever you do, stay present in your life after this episode, that is. So, yeah. And Space Camp?
Stay funky, y'all.
And stay groovy and stay tuned for another episode of Art of the Jam. Thank you, guys. Without further ado, we have brought to you
Art of the Jam.
Art of the Jam. Space Camp screaming into the mic. Anyway, it's Art of the Jam. Thank you, Jeremiah,
Yeah, man.
for being here.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely. Shoo, and thank you guys for listening. Always make the worst decision to just like drink so much coffee.
Right.
And I'm like,
So